ఓం శ్రీ గురుభ్యో నమః. అందరికీ నమస్కారం. One disciple has asked his master this question: Master, is there a difference between inner discipline and love? Then the master said like this: My dear, there is none. With the inner discipline, love arises naturally. But there is a great difference between the outer discipline and love. If you force an outer discipline on yourself, it will kill your love qualities. It will kill your love sensibilities. It will make you dull. You will lose your fine receptivity because any discipline forced from the outside is against your sensibilities, and love is culmination of all sensitivities. When you fall in love with the opposite sex, you fall in love from all the five senses. You may not be aware because man has become so alienated from his own senses that he is not aware. For example, it happens that the face is beautiful and appeals, but the smell is not appealing. Then one will be in trouble because one sense will be constantly divorcing and the other sense will be constantly liking, and there will be a conflict. Real love happens only when all our five senses are in harmony like an orchestra. Then they reach a sort of eternity to your love. Then it is not, such love is not temporal, it is not momentary. When you love the opposite sex, you love his or her sound, touch, smell, the way of walking, the way the other looks at you. You love the other's totality, and this totality can only be glimpsed through all the senses. But man has become very much eye-oriented and ignored the other senses, and resultantly so much conflict in life, which ultimately ends up in misery. If you enforce any discipline from the outside, after attaining certain age, because all disciplines from the outside are bound to dull your intelligence, and that is the meaning of outer discipline. The concept of training in any area in the name of discipline is nothing but how to mold a person to suit their needs, and in the process he loses his sensitivity and his intelligence becomes dull. In brief, the whole training is nothing but the creation of dullness, and also a trick of conditioning to obey the orders of others. An intelligent person will have to think before he acts. A soldier has to act before he thinks. What is the point in thinking when you have acted already? Then there is no need. Any outer discipline, whether it be of a soldier or of a saint, kills your sensitivity, kills your receptivity, kills your fineness, and naturally kills your love, because love is nothing but the harmony of all senses and intelligence. But with the inner discipline, there is no contradiction with love. But again, remember, The love that will arise with the inner discipline will not be the love that you have known up to now, as the love which you know so far is everything other than love. Whatsoever you call love is a frenzy, a fever, a sort of chemical neurosis. It is not at all love. How can you love? Love happens only as a shadow of meditation. When you have become so alert, there arises a new quality, and that is love. Right now, what you call love is jealousy, competition, possessiveness, anger, hatred. Maybe you are fed up with yourself. You cannot be with yourself. So you need somebody and you call it love. You cling to somebody, you dominate somebody, you try to manipulate somebody. It is not love. It is not at all love. It is ambition to dominate, but not love. And it naturally leads you to hell. Naturally, it makes you more and more miserable. So many people are loving each other in all spheres of life. But when you look at people's eyes, there is only misery and nothing else. On the container, it says love, but look into the content. Jealousy, possessiveness, anger, hatred, domination, all ugly things are there. The container is very beautiful, very well packed, but inside it is just hell. I am not talking about this love, said the Master. When you go inside your being, a totally new energy arises. You have so much energy that you would like to share it. See, when that kind of energy comes, then love is a sharing. Then you don't need love and you are not in need of somebody to love you. For the first time, you have possessed your treasure of love, and a new need arises to share it, to give it to whomsoever needs it. See, when love is a need and you want somebody to love you, it is going to create misery. It is a beggar's love, and beggars cannot be happy. When you have known the reservoir of love in the innermost of your being, and when you share it to whomsoever needs it, you feel thankful that somebody has taken it. Then there is happiness, and then love is heaven. When you give love to someone, you become an emperor. My dear, the inner discipline makes you an emperor. So be an emperor in love and sharing and giving to all the needy. Thank you all.